Hello everyone, welcome to Unified Study. So in this video I am going to discuss with you the LPP questions. What are most repeated question nowadays? This is a pattern, and already you saw in UGC NET also there was 10 marks question from LPP, and in Maharashtra set also there is a repeated question like this type of question from LPP they are asking. So I am going to discuss with you that first question, this is how to frame the LPP, and after that how to get the dual, and then how to solve the LPP problem. As you can see here, they ask after the first iteration, although the simplex method is a lengthy method, but it is easy. It's looking lengthy, but it is easy. Yes, I am telling you easy, just you have to remember the steps. And there is no other way, because from the LPP and optimization repeated questions are coming from UGC NET set, other means all other states are also asking these questions. So please watch this video till the end and definitely subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon to get all the latest update and notification. So first of all, how to solve this question? What are the tricks? How to understand the question? See that when it is a lengthy passage is given to you, from this lengthy passage you have to find out the data. What are my important data? Like that you can see in these questions only I mark the important data. Like this way you have to highlight. Now you will say, ma'am, we have the computer, we don't have any highlighter, we can't do. Yes, you can't do in the computer, it is a computer based exam, but in your paper, in your mind, so you can highlight, right? From in your paper you can write the data, whatever data is given, because LPP is what? LPP is working on profit, that maximize the profit. Here it is the problem of maximize the profit. So my target is to maximize the profit. There will be a profit line. First of all, my target is to draw the profit line, and for that we need to make the equation of the profit equation. That is called the max Z equation. That is, you can see this is the max Z equation. How I will frame the max Z equation? You can see here it is given P1, P2, P3. Three products are there. For these three products we will take three variables, x1, x2 and x3. Three variables are there. Now you can see P1 results profit 5, P2 and P3 result profit 6 and 4. So with the coefficient of x1 I can put 5, with the coefficient of x2 I can put 6, and with this x3 I can put 4. That is my equation simply, because these are my profits. So with that we will do the coefficient, we will add the coefficient, and we will get the maximize equation, that is max Z equation. After that, the constraint, these are the called subject to, means these are the constraint. What are the constraint given to me? You can see here P1 required 3 hours for 3 hours of machine work and 2 hours of labor. Means here each and information is given with the machine and the labor. Machine labor, everyone have that data only. So how I will get it? See that here you can see, you have to think like this way. P1 need 3 hours machine hour, P2 need 1 hour machine work, P3 need 4 hours machine work. So I will categorize as a machine hour. So you can see total is 60 machine hours are there. In a week total 60 machine hours. Means this constraint of machine hours I can put like that. This is 3x1 plus x2 plus 4x3. Because I already took P1, that on behalf of P1 we are using x1, on behalf of P2 we are using x2, on behalf of P3 we are using x3. So first we did the profit line, then after that we have to check that hour wise. This is the next constraint, that per week what total hour, that is 60 hours, and 3 hours for P1, that's why 3x1, 1 hour for P2, that's why 1x2, and 4 hours for P3, that's why 4x3, less or equals to 60. That is, you can see. After that, you can see the next constraint is 75 hour of labor. 75 hour of labor. How we can do? That is 2 hours. 2 hours, that is 2x1 plus 3 hours, that is 3x2 plus 3 hours, that is 3x3, less or equals to. Why this is less or equals to? Because maximum time you are getting this one. Always remember, whenever we are doing maximize equation, then this will be less or equals to. Whenever we are doing minimize equation, then it will be greater or equals to. This is the way we will form the equation. Okay, so this is very popular question. NET, SET, everyone is asking this, like for formation of LPP. This is called the formation of LPP problem, from where you have to read, you have to find out the maximize line or minimize line. It can be minimize also. You have to find out the minimize equation. After that, you have to write down the subject to, means the constraints. What are the constraints are there? Like that I can frame this equation. Now I have to convert it into the dual. So how I can convert it in dual? For the dual, just check like this way. This is the way you have to check. So here, whenever I am checking in this way, there we will do, first of all, dual means maximum will be changed to minimum. Whenever it is max, it will be changed to mean. Greater or equals to will be changed to less or equals to. This is the thing. Okay. So here you can see how we are doing, and less or equals to will be changed to greater or equals to, just opposite. But dual means here you have to go for like this way, column wise. You can think like column wise. This is the column wise way you can go. This is the column, this is another column, this is another column. Like this way you have to do. And here the profit line, that is maximum change to minimum, that will be from here. So as it was maximized, dual is changed to minimize jet complement. Here it is, we will take new variable. Previously we take x1, x2, x3. Now we will take y1 and y2, two variable, because two equations are there. So that's why you will do 60 y1 plus 75 y2. Then the constraint, first column you will take column wise. What I told you, have to go for column wise. Take the column wise data, right? You no need to take this column. See that here this is your maximized line, right? So no need to take this column. You have to take this one, this column, and this coefficient will be compared with the column. That is what 3y1 2y2 less or equals to 5, that is the coefficient, that is greater or equals to, because it was less than, so less than will be converted to greater than. Maximize means it will be less or equals to. Minimize means it will be greater or equals to. These are the simple things, remember. So in this way I will get the first equation. Second equation also, here the coefficient 1, so y1, then 3y2, then this is the coefficient 6, that is greater or equals to 6. And last one, that is this one. So 4y1, then 3y2, then the coefficient is 4, that is greater or equals to 4. And y1, y2, these are the variables what you take. y1, y2 will be greater or equals to 0. That is always, because whatever variables we are using, that will be greater or equals to 0. Like this way you have to frame the dual and the primal. This is your primal and this is your dual. And that's why for this question you are getting this answer. That is your final answer. Must practice it. It is a 100% nowadays. Every time in Maharashtra set also repeated questions are coming from this area. Now I am showing you how to do the LPP. I will be little bit faster because I know that most of the students don't have that much patience. Those who have patience to understand that, please pause it, pause the video, take the notes. I will show the notes how to do, what are the process. You can pause it, or you can a little bit decrease the speed also, and you can understand how LPP will be done. And this is the way you have to solve the simplex method. First of all, you need to understand how to solve the simplex method. For that, I am taking an example. With that example, it will be clear to you. Then I am coming back to this, because first of all, you need to understand what are the steps we have to do here for simplex method. You can see that it is a simplex method where maximize z is there, then subject to this is given. First of all, as it is less or equals to, greater or equals to, these are need to change in equation. We have to change it in equation. For changing in equation, we will take the slack variable. Whenever these are less or equals to, I will add some slack variable. By adding the slack variable, we can convert it into equation. So first one, I am adding a slack variable, that is S1. Second one, I am adding the slack variable, that is S2. Third one, I will add the next slack variable S3. And last one, S4. So here it will be like a unit matrix. This part is like a unit matrix. You can see here. Here the coefficient is 1. Where I am adding word variable, these are the coefficient 1. And to match it, we need to add remaining variables 0. Here also 0, here also 0, here also 0. S2, S3, S4 are 0, because for the first equation I am taking slack variable S1. For the second equation we are taking S2. Here we are taking S3. Remaining extra variable, what S2 and S3 and S4, even also S4 also there for the last one. For the last one we took S4, right? So remaining this variable we are making 0 coefficient, that is this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. To frame the simplex table, we have to make the simplex table. To frame it, we need to put it. That is the first step. Even also from this first step also questions are coming. That just convert the equation. They will provide like this and just convert the equation. What will be the equation format? This type of questions are also coming. And always remember, the last line is also very important. All the variables, whatever you are using, x1, x2, x3, x4, s1, s2, s3, s4, whatever variable, that will be always greater or equals to 0. And now the z, here this is max z. In the max z also you should add all the slack variables with coefficient 0. This is the first target. From this one we will convert it into this table method. Here this is the tabular method. We have to convert it into the tabular method, and at the time of converting in tabular method, this one will be written as z minus 5x1 plus minus, because all the part is going to left hand side. That's why it will be converted in minus. This is minus x2. Then actually this is 0, right? So minus or plus 0, that will be 0 itself. So that is, you can do 0 s1, then 0 s2, then 0 s3, then 0 s4, like that. That's why the first one you are writing here basic, and these are the all coefficient like z. What is the variable? Z, x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, s4. And in the table we are going to write the coefficient. What is the coefficient of z? That is 1. What is the coefficient of x1? Minus 5. Coefficient of x2 minus 4. All the coefficient, these are 0, and solution is also 0 because it is equals to 0. Same way here we are going to do basic. These are s1, s2, s3, s4. Because all the slack variable, we will give the name with the name of slack variable. Here s1, here s2, here s3, here s4. With that name we are going to enter the data. Here z don't have any coefficient, that's why z will be 0 for all. Then write down only the coefficient 6, 4. This is the coefficient 6, 4. Here s1 is 1 and remaining are 0. Here you can see it is creating a unit matrix here. S1, S2, S3, S4 totally create a unit matrix here, because this is 1. All are 1, others are 0. Here just write down this one 1, this one 2, that's why 1 and 2. This is minus 1 and 1, minus 1 and 1. And here there is no x1, that is 0 into x1 plus 1 into x2. That's why it is 0 and 1. And in the solution, this is 24. this is 6, this is 1 and this is 2. That is we need to write. After that, what are the steps? So after that, next step is what? I need to find out my pivot column. How to find out the pivot column? Pivot column for the maximize one, whenever you are doing the maximize, the most negative coefficient will be the entering variable for the maximize problem, and for the minimize problem it will be the most positive one. So here the most negative one is -5. That's why this is my entering variable, means x1 is going to enter in this basic area. Now x1 will replace which one? That is, I have to find out a row. How to find out the row? From the ratio. Here we will do the ratio. How to do the ratio? Here I got the pivot column. From the pivot column I will see that, okay, this 24 divide by 6, that is I am getting here 4. This 6 divide by 1, that is I will get here 6. Maybe it is hiding behind me. Okay. Then this 1 divide by -1 and this 2 divide by 0. Like this way you will get the ratio. Just do the ratio with the solution, divide by the pivot column coefficient. Divide by the pivot column coefficient and get the ratio. After that, select the minimum positive ratio. Which one should be the? You have to select. After that, you are getting this current 1 and 1. Replace the rebel. Which one will be? Minimum non-negative ratio. The minimum non-negative ratio will be your living variable. So here which one is your minimum non-negative ratio? That is 4. Others, why I am not going to choose? 6 is greater than 4. -1 is negative and infinity I will not take. It is undefined, because 0 divide by 0 is an undefined thing. So I will not take that undefined. So that's why I will take minimum positive one. That will be my entering. And from here theories are also coming. Which one will be your entering? Minimum positive, not negative. And it should be out of all the positive, you should take the minimum positive one. That is your entering variable. After entering variable, you are going to do how to replace. Now this calculation is little bit time taking calculation. For that I am showing you the formula. All of you can take the screenshot or you can write down in your notebook. This is called Gauss-Jordan row operation. How to do the row operation you can see here. New pivot row will be current pivot row divided by pivot element. How it is? Here I am showing you. This is, you can see, which is my new pivot row here. My new pivot row is this one. That's why I marked this one. You can see that, which is my new pivot row. Let me erase and let me show you my new pivot row, because we have selected this one as a new pivot row. This is totally your new pivot row. Okay, means the x1 is going to enter in the place of s1. What I will do, this new pivot row we are going to divide by 6. That is the formula. New pivot row, current pivot row divide by pivot element. That is the formula. That's why you are dividing the total row divide by 6. Just simply divide the complete row by 6. You will get the new pivot row 0, 1, 2 by 3, 1 by 6 and 0, 0 and 4. This is your new variable. You are putting this as a new pivot row. You got the new pivot row from here. For the remaining rows, what is the calculation? For the remaining rows, all other rows, what I have to do? Current row, understand very carefully, current row minus its pivot column coefficient multiply into new pivot row. What is that? You are getting this value of new pivot row. This is your new pivot row. When I am doing Z, this is my old Z. This is my old Z value. So you have to take this old z value minus the coefficient, that is minus 5. This is your coefficient, minus then the coefficient minus 5, multiply with this new pivot row, that is the new pivot row. This calculation you have to do for everyone. For S2 also same thing. Write down the complete row. This is your complete row. Then minus, then multiply with the coefficient, that is 1. So you are multiplying with the coefficient and you have to take the new pivot row minus new pivot row. This is the calculation and this is the formula. New pivot row equals to current pivot row divided by pivot element, and new pivot row equals to current row minus pivot coefficient, and this one you are going to get here. Like this way, if you are doing calculation here, I show the calculation also so that it will be easy for you. Check the calculation, understand the calculation and practice it. See that you have to come out from your comfort zone. And there is no other option. There is no other option. You have to come out from your comfort zone and you have to practice. That's why I have given here complete calculation also. What will be the complete calculation for the new next one? So in the same way you can get here. Now you are getting this second row. Okay, like this calculation you will fill this one. This is your second one. So you already got the x1. Till now it is not completed. You got only the value of x1. How long we should continue the process? We have to take the z row. When there is negative value, I have to continue. You can see only one negative values are there. This is also positive. This is 0. This is positive. So only x2 is left. This is your entering variable. Same way you will do the ratio here. Whenever you are doing the ratio, you are getting that S2 is 1.5. This is the minimum positive value. So it will be my pivot row. I got this row, means on behalf x2 is going to replace S2. Same operation you will do like this one, how we did here. Same operation you will do and you will get the final result. This is the final result. This is the final answer, because you can see in the Z all are now positive value. You can stop now. What is the answer here? Z value is 21, x1 value is 3, x2 value is 3 by 2, and this is your answer. You are getting the answer here. This is your final answer. Like this way you will get your final answer. Okay, yes, this is the process. Process is lengthy, and those who are watching till now, I will suggest you write down this in your notebook and do it by yourself 10 times. Same question, if you are doing it 10 times, from my BSc only I am doing this question at least 100 times. I practice the same question, and whenever in exam any other question is coming, I am able to do it, because it gives me confident, yes, that it is the way I have to do. So I know the way you can do anything, and it is a lengthy question I took on. I know that with this lengthy question your concept will be getting clear. Here require 3 steps, but in your exam they ask only one step, that is this one. Now I hope you will be able to do it. There will be no problem. I am taking a new pages, so you can see that how we will do here. Here we can see that here I have to convert like this way. 3x1 plus x2 plus 4x3 plus s1, this is the new variable, equals to 60. Here I have to take 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 3x3 plus 0 s1, because s1 here I took. Here I will take new variable s2. Here I will make 0 s2. This is the way you have to make, and it is 75. After that all the new variable you have to write, like x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma s1 comma s2, all are greater or equals to 0. And here in the z, how I am going to write? Z minus 5x1 minus 6x2 minus 4x3 0s1 plus 0s2 equals to 0. This is the equation you will get. Now you have to write the format in table format. You will write it in the table format like this way. I solve it in my notebook also. Here you will get like this. This is your basic table. In the basic table you are entering z, after that s1, then s2. Here you are entering z, and what are the values are here? x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, s3. 3 is not there, sorry, s3 is not there, only s1 and s2, and it will be your solution. Just write down the solution, and after that you can do here the coefficient of z is 1 here. This is minus 5, this is minus 6, and this is minus 4. Then s1 is 0, s2 is 0, solution is 0. Here it was 0, 0. Here the coefficient is 3, 1, 4, 1, 0 and 60. Here it is 2, 3, 3, 0, 1 and 75. This is the way you will fill the table. After filling the table, which is your entering variable, which is the most negative one, you can see that which one is your most negative one. You can find out the most negative one, that is x2. So x2 will be your entering variable. Now you have to do the ratio. How to do the ratio? If this is my entering variable, so it is my pivot column. I got the pivot column. Now I will do the ratio here. How to do the ratio? Here just 60 by 3, because 60 by 1. 60 by 3 not, 60 by 1. Because 1 is your coefficient, and here 75 by 3, that is your coefficient. So here you are getting 25, here you are getting 60. Which one is your pivot column? Definitely this one, because it is the minimum positive number. So S2 will be your pivot column. This is your pivot column. Just you have to solve it, and after solving, just what I have to do? I have to divide the total one, divide by 3. So 0 divide by 3, 2 divide by 3, 3 divide by 3, 3 divide by 3, 0 divide by 3, 1 divide by 3, 75 divide by 3. This is the next value. So in the next value, what I am going to get? Next value I am going to get, which is going to enter, x2 is going to enter here. So I am going to enter x2 here. So it is your z. After that there was x1, then x2, then x3, s1, s2, and the solution, right? So just see that here 0 divided by 3, what will be my value? That is 0. Then 2 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3, x2 will be what? X2 I got 3 divided by 3, x1 is 2 divided by 3, this is 3 divided by 3, that is 1, x3 will be also 1, s1 is 0, s1 is what? 0, then s2 will be 1 by 3, and solution is 25. You ultimately got the solution. No need to do anything, because what will be happen here, whenever you are solving the z, you will get some value. Ultimately in your question it is asking you first iteration what is the value. After first iteration, your value of x1, x2 and x3 that they ask. So you already got the x2 value. x1, x3 will be definitely 0, because x1, x3 till now not enter. Here this value will be s1. This is s1. You have to continue the process. Next step, then only one of them will enter here. So as they did not enter, so that's why that value will be definitely 0. You can fill the table, or no need to fill the table. No need to waste the time. Without wasting time, just get the solution. You get the solution here, and from here you can get, okay, this is the 25, means my entering value is x2. I am getting the answer 25. This is not my answer, this is not my answer, this is not my answer after the first iteration, and my answer is done. So you see that for doing this question I took hardly 2 to 3 minutes. Hardly. I was explaining, that's why it took little bit more time. But when you will practice, then easily you can do it in 2 minutes. But for that 2 hours or 20 hours practice is required. Those who are watching till now, I hope you understand that video, understand this concept, how to do it, practice it, and in our next video we will see more. And it is your theory question. What will be the, it is always in the corner in the feasible region, that is through the graphical solution. You are always taking from the feasible region corner values, that is the graphical method. Okay, so very old one LPP playlist is there in this channel. You can watch that channel where I discuss the graphical method. That time I was very beginner, but I explained very clearly. If you wish, I will take more classes, and this transportation and assignment problems are also coming. So according to your requirement, I will come with this. Thank you so much. See you soon in my next video. Like, share, subscribe and comment on the comment section, and visit our website unifystudy.com if you want to join our paid course, where regular classes I am taking 2 classes, 5:30 AM and 6:30 PM in this computer science course. This is the computer science course. You can definitely join. Thank you. See you soon in my next video. Bye bye.